What a nice day to be out here at the Beck's facility here just outside of London, their practical farm research site, the Ohio PFR site. And joining me, Jared Chester, location lead at Ohio PFR. Jared, thank you so much for joining us here today. And let's talk about, ahead of the coming event here next Friday, the open day for you guys to show off what's been going on at the Ohio PFR site. What has been going on? Tell us about some of the agronomic research that you guys have been completing out here.
As we know, it's been a challenging spring. Got planted late. We were fortunate enough to have a couple-day window there, the end of May, first part of June, to get the plots in. So spring was definitely unique compared to the last two. But since then, we've just continued on as planned. A lot of differences we've seen from the weather events. Tile spacing, water management has showed huge dividends again this year. Some other starter type studies such as in-furrow placement, nitrogen placement are definitely showing some differences, and we think some strong advantages this year with the unique weather we've had.
When you look at some of this agronomic research, anything that stands out that really gets you going, that really says, oh, that is pretty interesting. I'm curious about the outcome.
This year, we're looking at a lot of actual planter attachments and planter options. We know there's a large market out there as far as planter upgrades. Some of these companies that are offering aftermarket systems and products, and so we're actually putting some dollars and cents to them and figure out, do they work as advertised, and can we get yield gains out of them, and are they a good investment for the farmer? So we're looking at hydraulic downforce, and we've seen some really neat things out of that, and so we're excited for this first year of testing with that. Some other things, high speed planting, so in a challenging short planting window, can it work, can it pay? And then also row cleaners, so something small as a planter attachment, can it help farmers in some certain situations?
And that's the question I was bringing out from my own farm perspective. What should I be using? Can you give me any hint there?
You can definitely see some differences. We try not to tell anybody how to run their operation, but there's definitely some differences out there that we're seeing. Some aftermarket spike closing wheels definitely helped us and paid off in these challenging wet springs, marginal planting conditions. And for us, we run quite a bit of no-till, and we're really seeing some advantages to the row cleaners also. So a lot of things we're excited about checking out, and excited for harvest to come to see if it does actually benefit in yield.
And to find out some more about details on how farmers can come out and see for themselves at the upcoming field day, we're going to go over to Alex right now. Through the magic of video, we're now suddenly in a separate interview. Alex Johnson, our guest. He's area team leader for Beck's in Ohio. And Alex, thank you so much for being here with us. Kind of a unique one because we're doing a little bit of a preview of what guests can do at the Ohio Field Show coming up here August 2nd. Tell us about that.
That's right, Joel. So here we are on a buggy tour, just like you can be on if you come to our Ohio Field Show. We're going to have 3 different buggy tours. Jared talks a little bit about all the different things we test here. 3 different tours will give you a taste of many things we're testing and some of the things we found to be proven through practical farm research. So it's been kind of a tough year. This will show you some of the things that maybe you can implement next year or even yet this year to do the best with the crop we have.
And pretty in-depth tours as well, might I add. Some of them you go on there and it's just a look around what crops are. Well, you guys actually present the research. You have those different stops and show them what's happening, and a pretty valuable thing for farmers to attend.
That's right. So we have the 3 different tours. We also have tent talks talking about other agronomic topics, but that's not all we have at the field show. We're going to have lunch. Our president, Scott Beck, and CEO, Sonny Beck, will be here for the president's message. They'll be talking about some of the issues in ag, some of the future of ag, and how that affects us as farmers, and Beck's outlook on that, so you won't want to miss that. Also, we'll have some booths set up talking about new soybean technologies and also a sales counter.
And some commitment award options out there as well. That's always fun to look at, isn't it?
That's right. The items will be available here for those signing an order. You'll get to showcase some of the options we have. And so really, there's more to do than just agronomic. Bring the whole family. We'll have some activities for if your wife and kids are able to come. It's really a family event. Jared talked about many of the neat things we're testing, cutting edge technology. But another thing we're doing in PFR now is we're looking at those proven practices, things that make us money as farmers, and looking for ways to tweak those practices to get a consistent ROI, to get a better ROI. And so we're looking at time of day on fungicide, time of day of foliar feeding. Is that that necessary change that makes those practices more consistent or better ROI. To learn more, you have to be on the tour, though.
And no need to sign up. You guys can come out here, jump on a buggy like this, moving right along, which is pretty fun, might I add here. And but come on out and enjoy it. Tell us the date and I guess the times when they should show up.
That's right. Everybody's welcome. It's August 2nd, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It'll be going all day. Current customers, and bring your neighbor, bring your landlord. Everyone's welcome. Last thing I'll mention, it's kind of been a tough year for farmers in Ohio, and we understand that. Sure, the crops look great here, but many of our customers have struggled to get the crop in and struggled with too much water. We realize that, and we just really want to recognize that this year in Ohio, it takes a lot of grit to farm. And if you're farming, it's probably because you're a farmer at heart, and it takes heart to make it through a year like this. So we just want to come out and have some fellowship together and showcase some things that may help us as farmers either this year or in coming years.
It sure does take heart, and you can feel more about that and hear more about that at that Beck's Ohio Field Show coming up August 2nd, and you can find out more where at online.
Go to beckshybrids.com. The details will be there for the Ohio Field Show. It's here at our London facility, right east of the Farm Science Review, and so it's pretty easy to find on Route 40.
All right, Alex Johnson, our guest, and Jared Chester was our guest, but he's actually in the truck right now guiding us around. You can experience something just like this, and again, more online, beckshybrids.com. For the Ohio AgNet, I'm Joel Penhorwood. Alex, thank you so much.
Thanks, Joel.